Buenos días y bienvenidos a la última unidad, unidad 7, la tecnología y la ciencia. So I'm just going to go through each of these activities. Notice that this one is posted, it's right here, unidad 7. Again, just a reminder, you're not looking in stream mode, you're looking in classwork mode. So right now we're in unit 6, so I have to scroll down to unit 7, which is the next one up. When unit 7 starts, I'll move this to the top like I usually do. You start off with, and notice I posted all of these on February 11th. So you've had March 11th, you've had a month actually ahead of the first assignment, actually more than a month. So there should be no reason for turning any of this in late. Notice all your due dates. Click on calendar and initial information, and you will get the plan for what's coming up in the grammar for this unit. Again, I recommend that you start on this immediately. You work through all these YouTube videos, master the material, do the quizzes, make sure that you know what you're doing before you get down to 7.5, which is where you're going to take the test. So you have loads of time to master this material. So let's go through the grammar for this unit. The perfect tenses, present perfect and past perfect, are really quite easy tenses compared to other tenses that you've learned. Now, I know you've touched on these tenses in previous Spanish courses, so this should just be a review, but a little recap on how it works. You're only conjugating, it's just like in English. The present perfect in English is the verb have plus past participle. So for example, I would say, I have eaten at that restaurant 6 times. So the present perfect is the combination of have plus eaten. In Spanish, they don't use the verb to have, which is the verb tener. In Spanish, we use haber, H-A-B-E-R. So that's the verb that's being conjugated. And you have here the conjugations of the verb haber, and then you have the past participle, or we'll just call it the participle form of the verb, just like in English. So you really only need to know that regular AR verbs end in ado every single time. Regular ER and IR verbs end in ido all the time. There are exceptions, irregular participles, but those you just have to memorize. There's no way around that. But really, as far as conjugation goes, for forming all of these, it's just the verb haber. Now, the same thing is true of past perfect. Again, you're only conjugating the verb haber, but now you're conjugating it in past instead of in present. And then you have, it's followed by the participle. Now in English, past perfect is used in sentences where you have 2 past actions, and the past perfect is the first of the 2 actions. So for example, if I studied Spanish yesterday, but before I studied the Spanish, I ate breakfast. So I would say, I had eaten breakfast. That's the past perfect. I had eaten breakfast before I went to the library. And I just use went, which is simple past, because that was the second of the 2 past tenses. Now you might want to watch a YouTube video on how past perfect works in English to better understand how past perfect works when you're speaking Spanish. And you have a video here of how it works in Spanish, and then a quiz. Then we move down to, this is something great about Spanish, is the ability to take a word like grande and make it like it's bigger. But then you don't say it's bigger in Spanish, you say it's grandote. So you add these little endings, and you can do that on just about any any word, any noun in Spanish. So you've got the ote. There are different ways to make it bigger, to augment. That's what augmentative means. Augment means to make bigger. And then there are multiple ways to make it smaller, which is diminutive. So if it's a little bitty dog, it's a perrito. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that. There are some videos on it, and then you've got some practices to, of how to make things, how to augment or make things diminutive. And finally, on the grammar for this unit is verbs with, expressions with hacer. So we've got, you've got this one. These are formulas that you can use. Hace, well, this is the formula right here. I think we're focusing on time expressions, seems like. So hace 20 minutos is how in Spanish you would say 20 minutes ago. But in Spanish, literally, they say it makes 20 minutes that, and then the rest of the phrase. How long ago did she leave for the concert? In Spanish, literally, you would say, how much time does it make that she left for the concert? You've got a YouTube video here, and you've got some, again, you have some activities to practice it. So that's the grammar for this month. And, oh, touch on this. You've got the calendar right here. Now, like I said, like you've seen this semester, the unit doesn't follow a month. So this one spreads over 2 months. It starts the middle of March on St. Patrick's Day, and it runs through the end of April. So the 22nd of April. And then that last week, you're going to review for the final. And I went ahead and put the calendar for the final exam. You have the first part and the second part, and then the last day of school is down here. So that gives you time to take the test, study for the next one. This test will be over the first unit and a half, units 5 and half of 6, and then this will be over the other half of 6 and 7. So the best thing to do would be study all of 5 and 6 for the first part, and then review 6 and study 7 for the second part. All right, that's it for the calendar. And then we'll move down. So you've got your flashcards, which are due on the 17th. And here I post my flashcards after yours are due. Make sure you label them correctly, label them just like I've said here. Here, since it's Unit 7, it would be 7.1.1, 7.1.2, depending on the column that you're working on. Escuchar, so the listening activity, you've got your YouTube video, you've got your test. You can take it 1,000 times if you want to until you make 100. Then this one, the 7.3 test over the vocabulary, I will have posted, remember, I will have already posted my flashcards, so you could have reviewed those, and then you have a window of opportunity for this one. If you don't make it during that window, the link will not be reopened. You only get one chance. Actually, you get multiple chances, but you have to take it within that window. All right, and then 7.4.1, which is the lectura. This one, again, you can take it as many times as you want. There's no limit, but it has to be done by the deadline. Otherwise, points will be taken off if it's late. The writing assignment is, let's see, the writing assignment this month. It's the last writing assignment, which I'm sure everyone will be very excited about. Where did it go? There we go. So since our grammar for this month is present and past perfect, I've mentioned that past perfect is so difficult to write out of context. It's very difficult to manufacture a context where you would use past perfect. So I'm really focusing more on present perfect. and future, which we did last month. That seems to be, or last unit, that seems to be the most logical, appropriate for this particular topic. Also, I want you to include a diminutive and augmentative. I am going to include, I think I have included in the instructions for this one that you must do your work on the document that I've provided. Yes, I did. I said, open the attached document and write your answer. Do not copy paste from another document. So if, and I have this little app that shows me the copy paste situation. So if it's copy pasted, I'm going to have to take off points. I'm going to penalize it because that's too, it's suspicious that it's being copied from some other location. So no copy pasting. You have to do the assignment inside that document that I provide. Let's see. Then finally, let's see, go back to the assignment. Not sure what happened there. You've got your 7.5 grammar. And this, again, I posted again the grammar that you're doing this month. And then finally, on the 20th, I will post the link to the last test, the last unit test. And again, this one you can only take one time. And if you miss the window, it will not be reopened. The final exam will replace your lowest 0.5 score. So if you miss the window, then your final would replace one of these 0.5 grades. And that's all I have for this particular unit. Happy Spanish. I hope everyone does a phenomenal job on these last two units and that you turn things in on time. Most of you are, but there are a few of you that are turning in things late, and it's not good. Stressing your parents out, stressing me out, and I'm having to make emails and phone calls. So to save everybody a lot of trouble who's in your periphery, it would be better for everyone if you would just do the work on time. That's my word for the month. So I will talk to all of you later, and as usual, let me know if you have any questions. Email me, message me, text me, or arrange a time and I can call you and we'll talk through things. All right? Have a great Unidad 7. Hasta luego.